Now, viewers, you heard of BluSmart. Now, the all-electric taxi startup that promised a cleaner and a greener future. Now, no petrol, no diesel, just eco-friendly app-based transport. That was what was on offer. It was marketed as India's big leap into sustainable mobility. Even big names bought into the dream, be it MS Dhoni, Deepika Padukone, Ashneer Grover, Sanjeev Bajaj. All of them invested in this venture. But what started as a green revolution is now being investigated as an alleged financial scandal. The story of BluSmart is no longer just about electric vehicles or EVs. It's about broken promises, missing crores of rupees, and shaken public faith. So here's how it all unfolded. BluSmart's parent company, Gensol Engineering, raised nearly 978 crore rupees in loans from public sector institutions like the IREDA to deploy 6,400 electric vehicles, but only 4,704 cars were actually procured and 262 crore was allegedly misused. Now, that's not a very small amount. That is rupees 26.8 out of every rupees 100 gone completely unaccounted for. And where did the money actually go? Now, SEBI's investigation so far has uncovered a very detailed money trail. This includes a rupees 43 crore that was actually spent to buy a luxury apartment in DLF Camellias in Gurugram, prime property, as prime as it can get. Rupees 11 crore plus was transferred to the family members of the Jaggi brothers. Rupees 26 lakh was spent on a golf kit, additional spends on forex, spa treatments, credit cards, luxury gifts, among others. As per SEBI, funds were also allegedly routed through shell companies and loop transactions to create the illusion of a legitimate business. Now, let's break down the details of the scandal graphically even further. Now, this is in addition to more than rupees 200 crores. Now, there was a loan that was granted to the tune of rupees 978 crore. The alleged misuse is to the amount of rupees 262 crores. So that's approximately 26.8% of the entire loan amount that's been given that has actually been misused. And that's basically rupees 1 out of rupees 4 that has been borrowed. That's about 25%. Now, the personal luxuries to which a lot of this money that was diverted to included high-end real estate, it included foreign travel, it included the purchase of golf carts and golf equipment, luxury watches, spa sessions, lavish credit card spends, as well as luxury gifts. Now, BluSmart, which was once celebrated as a green transport revolution when it came to sustainable mobility, now lies in complete disarray. Cabs are stranded, employees are completely clueless, and founders are allegedly MIA or missing in action. The promoters of BluSmart, who are the Jaggi brothers, Anmol and Puneet Singh Jaggi, are accused of siphoning off loan funds that were meant for the company. They're accused of misleading investors, lenders, as well as regulators. The interim order from SEBI, which runs into approximately 29 pages, not only restricts them from accessing capital markets now, but also prevents them from holding key positions in any listed company for the time being. Times now has been on the trail of the Jaggi brothers. Our special investigation team has been spread across different cities in this country, uncovering the extent of this alleged scandal, one layer after another being peeled off. Times Now's Priyank Tripathi found out how just days ago, 2 days ago in fact to be precise, Puneet Jaggi, one of the promoters of Gensol and BluSmart, was last seen at the corporate office in Gurugram. Now, this was just a day before he officially stepped down from his role as managing director on the 16th of April. Here's a candid cam report filed by my colleague Priyank Tripathi from BluSmart's Gurugram office. There, one of the security managers revealed that Puneet Jaggi stopped coming to this particular office after the festival of Holi. Let's take a look.
अनमोल सर नहीं आते, कौन आया था अभी हाल फिलहाल में, क्या बता रहे? पुनीत जग्गी आए थे और अनमोल जी नहीं आए थे। और उनके अलावा कौन है आप मैनेजमेंट में?
वो थे पहले पुनीत गोयल, वो तो बहुत दिन तो वैसे भी कमी आते थे यहाँ पे इसमें।
हाँ, तो यहाँ पे बाकी स्टाफ भी आना बंद कर दिया?
वो तो फिर होली की जब छुट्टी पड़ती है ना,
हाँ,
तो ठीक
तब से बंद कर दिया। मतलब जब इंक्वायरी शुरू हुई, जब रिपोर्ट आई उसके बाद से होली की छुट्टी।
सर सीधी सी बात ये है, ऑफिस खाली हो गया 15 दिन के अंदर यहाँ कुछ नहीं।
यहाँ पे कुछ नहीं है। तो कितने स्टाफ थे यहाँ पे पहले?
यहाँ पे सर 450-500 के आसपास।
बाप। तो कंपनी का कैब वुब चल रही है, मतलब ऑपरेशन यहीं से होता था?
ऑपरेशन यहाँ से नहीं होता सर।
हाँ,
यहाँ पे जो टेक टीम बैठती है ना,
हाँ।
वो बैठती थी, ऑपरेशन के सीनियर लेवल के बंदे बैठते थे। बाकी हबों में होता है ऑपरेशन टीम।
कहाँ पे?
हबों में, हब होते हैं ना हमारे,
हाँ, हाँ।
वहाँ पे।
टेक टीम आना भी बंद कर दी?
हाँ सर, वो होली के जो छुट्टी पड़ती है तभी से।
Now, so far, the staff reportedly hasn't been informed about the exit of their bosses. They're worried about their future. And here's Priyank's exclusive report now, the second such report from the corporate office of Gensol in Gurugram. There are empty chairs, there are no employees. It completely wears a deserted look. This is what the Gensol office looks like today.
Soon after the investigation started, now the company which is known as Gensol has left his Gurgaon office. This is the prime location property at the capital space where the tech team of the company used to sit, and you can see that every employee has left this particular location. This is a very scary visual which is certainly establishing that how post Holi the staff stopped coming. What we have got to know that one of the Jaggi brother came to this particular office 2 days back before he resigned from the post of the managing director of this particular company. This is certainly very worrying for all those staff who were working for this particular company. You can see in the visuals, the empty office is clearly establishing that what is going to be the fate of the company. The employees are certainly worried that what will happen. There have been several individuals also who are worried about this fact that how come this particular startup was considered to be one of the very important startup is on this verge of shutting down. This is a location where you can see that the company's office is certainly shut. We cannot certainly say that how long the company will actually operate from this particular base. But after management has resigned, after the MDs have resigned, it is very scary situation for most of the employees because the MDs are allegedly involved in a financial fraud.
Now, in Bengaluru as well as Ahmedabad, the scenes at the Gensol office are quite similar. Times Now's Neha Hebale kept her candid camera rolling and recorded a conversation with the security guard at the Bengaluru Gensol office. Now, he says since the last 3 to 4 weeks, nobody has come to that office. He's also said that the shutting down of this particular office took place quite suddenly and that belongings of some of the top officials there are still present within the office premises. In Ahmedabad, on the other hand, our colleague Arunil found an empty Gensol office as well, with no work taking place currently. Take a look at these two reports by Neha as well as Arunil.
मतलब अभी यहाँ पे नहीं आ रहे हैं
3 हफ्ता हो गया, 3-4 यानी मैं ये पूरा मंथ के वैसे ही गया है।
अच्छा 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 हाँ 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 तो यहाँ पे मतलब एम्प्लॉइज़ बैठते थे?
हाँ, एम्प्लॉय सब सारा इधर ही रहता था।
अच्छा 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 तो वो एक जग्गी सर करके है ना, वो भी इधर ही थे क्या?
सब इधर ही था। आपको जगदीश था, जो उसका एडमिन है, आपको सुरेश,
हाँ, हाँ।
इधर ही था, सब टोटल इधर ही था। तो अभी कोई भी नहीं आया है।
अच्छा 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 अच्छा
अभी सामान सब इधर ही है टोटल उनका, मगर
हाँ हाँ वो अभी आ नहीं रहे ऐसे
टोटल आ नहीं रहे सब। यानी कि अब दूसरा जगह शिफ्ट किया या तो अब रूम से ही काम कर रहे हैं, क्या
हाँ।
करते हैं वो तो
अच्छा 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 कुछ बोला मतलब ये ऐसे कि कभी ये बंद हो रहा है करके ऐसे कि
नहीं,
बस ऐसे ही अचानक से
ऐसे
अच्छा 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 नहीं हमको मतलब वही ज़रा उनसे बात करना था, कोई अगर एम्प्लॉइज़ कुछ होंगे यहाँ पे तो
नहीं एम्प्लॉय
हाँ।
रहता तो एम्प्लॉय है ही नहीं है।
अच्छा तो ये पूरा ऑफिस उन्हीं का था आप बोल रहे हो?
ये पूरा जेंसल हो गया,
हाँ।
ब्लूस्मार्ट हो गया, परम हो गया, सब एक ही मालिक का था टोटल।
अच्छा 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 अच्छा
टोटल बंद कर दिया। अभी तो पता नहीं अभी किधर है, अभी कहीं तो किया है, शिफ्ट तो कहीं किया है
जी,
मगर मालूम नहीं पड़ रहा है किधर किया।
अच्छा 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 ओके ओके
क्योंकि ये बिल्डिंग अर्बन बोर्ड का है।
ओके ओके
present, we are exclusively reporting from the Gensol headquarters. This is in Ahmedabad. You can see the office is also located in a plush locality near a prime lake area as well. After the crackdown by SEBI, basically the market regulator, the crackdown against Gensol also against crackdown against BlueSmart. हम आपसे बात करेंगे यहाँ पर जो ऑफिस में है कोई भी नहीं ऑफिस है. You can see after the crackdown by SEBI, the office has been shut now, temporarily shut. We've also seen the services of BlueSmart have been temporarily suspended. That has been communicated to the customers as well by BlueSmart. We tried to open the door as well. It is locked on this side as well. We've been trying to open this door. There is nobody at present in the Gensol office. Gensol has communicated via a statement that they'll be cooperating with SEBI in their investigation. At present, we're reporting from the Ahmedabad headquarters of Gensol, a company linked to BlueSmart. Nobody is present in their office at present to basically answer to Times Now staff's questions.
Now, at a BlueSmart charging hub, hundreds of EVs now completely lie stranded. When Times Now began filming from the road, employees as well as security personnel tried to actually block our cameras, even though we were not on private property. Drivers are now in a situation where they're facing panic. Their earnings have stopped, their cabs are idle, and there's no communication whatsoever from the management so far.
We are currently reporting from one of the most busiest airport of India, Indira Gandhi International Airport, and this used to be one of the most busiest spot at this particular airport. This was BlueSmart's pickup and drop booth at this particular place. You know, a customer care booth where the passengers, the customers used to be, dropped or used to be picked up from past 2 days, especially from last 24 hours. It has been suspended now. On the posters, if you see, it is written that the services are temporarily unavailable and inconvenience is regretted. We have with us some of the workers who used to work here as well, not with the BlueSmart but other cab services. सर, आप लोग यहाँ पर कैब सर्विस करते हैं, पिकअप एंड ड्रॉप करते हैं. इस जगह पे आप बता रहे थे कि बहुत भीड़ रहती थी BlueSmart.
हाँ जी, यहाँ पे वो काफ़ी सारी गाड़ियाँ आती थी, 300-400 गाड़ियाँ आती रहती थी.
BlueSmart की 300 गाड़ी दिन में आती थी,
मतलब अप डाउन होती रहती थी
पूरे दिन में आई जाए.
हाँ.
और अब ये नहीं है क्या? कितना टाइम हो गया ये नहीं है?
अभी ये परसों से नहीं है.
परसों से नहीं
है. 2 दिन से नहीं है. पैसेंजर परेशान भी हो रहे हैं, परेशान भी हो रहे हैं. वो हर कोई यही पूछता है BlueSmart कहाँ गई वो लिखा है अनसर्विस.
और ये बंद कब से हुआ है काउंटर का?
2 दिन हो गए इनको,
रात से.
हमें तो ये सुनने में आया था कंपनी का कुछ फंडिंग था, वो फंडिंग नहीं आया हुआ. उस तरह के 2-3 दिन के लिए बोल रहे हैं. बाकी अभी ये जाने खुलेगी या नहीं खुलेगी.
कुछ ड्राइवर कह रहे थे कि मंडे से खुलेगी, ऑडिट हो रही है.
आप क्या कह रहे थे?
कुछ ड्राइवर ये कह रहे थे खुल जाएगी, क्योंकि काफ़ी कस्टमर परेशान हो. इनकी दिन की लगभग 1000 कैब बुक होती थी.
Now, as per SEBI, Gensol Engineering took a loan of 71.41 crores from IREDA and transferred rupees 26 crore from its own account. Now, these funds worth 97 crore were later transferred to Go Auto, a car dealership firm related to the company. Go Auto then sent rupees 50 crores to Cabbridge Ventures, a firm controlled by Anmol Singh Jaggi. Now, bank statements of Cabbridge Ventures LLP further showed that it received rupees 70 crore in the financial year 2023 from Go Auto and further rupees 50 crore on the 3rd of October 2022, which was then partly utilized for acquiring an apartment in a super luxurious society in Gurugram. Now, here's a report that's been filed by my colleague Shivam from outside this super rich, uber luxurious Gurugram society.
We are currently reporting from Gurgaon, and behind me you can see this ultra luxurious building containing, flats and apartments worth crores of rupees, and one of these apartments also belongs to the former founder and promoter of Gensol as well as BlueSmart, Anmol Jaggi. Now remember, SEBI report came up and it has alleged that Mr. Jaggi has siphoned off money from the funds raised for the company to buy personal perks for the personal bucks and to buy a flat in this particular area which is worth more than 40 crore rupees. Now, the average price of this particular area of one flat, which is 3 BHK, 4 BHK, 5 BHK, starts from 40 to 50. However, the money from which he bought the flat was basically siphoned off from the funds that came for Gensol and as well as the BlueSmart agencies. Not just that, the money has also gone to other sources, be it paying for the trips, lakhs of rupees for the trips, be it transferring the money to the account of Anmol Jaggi's mother as well as other family members, also paying for the Titan watches, the golf course. So these are all the ultra luxurious expenses made by Mr. Jaggi, by the Jaggi brothers, in name of, raising money for the electric vehicles, which never came. So far, BlueSmart has also stopped it functioning at the airport and other part as well.
So my colleague Shivam just a short while back also talked about how some of the money was basically transferred to the accounts of the family members of the promoters. So let's give you those details now. The mother of Anmol and Puneet Jaggi, Jasminder Kaur, is alleged to have received rupees 6.2 crores. Anmol's wife, Mugdha Kaur Jaggi, allegedly received rupees 2.98 crores. Puneet's wife, Shalmali Kaur, allegedly received rupees 1.13 crore. The luxury apartment was worth rupees 42.94 crores. Now, these are all part of course, SEBI's findings in its interim order that runs into 29 pages. We have some more breaking news now coming in, and that is that a top Gensol official has spoken 2 times now. A top official belonging to the company that was being run by the Jaggis has spoken 2 times now, and I'm quoting that official. Quote unquote, it says, Gensol as a company is going through a tough time right now. We would like to limit our comment. So very sparing with their words, the top official not wanting to reveal too much or say too much. Gensol as a company is going through a tough time right now. We would like to limit our comment. That's the response coming from a top official of Gensol. Let me go across to Priyank, my colleague, for more on this. Priyank, officials of Gensol clearly very tight-lipped right now, given what has transpired.
Yes, Andy Siddharth, you look at the statement, it's a one-line statement coming out from Gensol where they have been talking about how the company is going through a... But there's no response regarding what is the future of all those employees who have been working. There's no reply regarding what has been done by the company and why these 2 top management officials were not responding to any kind of queries of the Times Network. So that is clearly suggesting that Gensol want to play a victim card where they want to say that the company is going through a tough time. But instead of replying to the pertinent questions that how come the company landed in this kind of trouble, why this kind of money was routed from one account to another account, why this layering process happened, which is certainly under the scrutiny of the agencies. So what I can understand, the company officials have also understood this point, that very soon there could be a major probe against them, looking at the kind of impact which it has created in this app service market in the country, where one of the prominent cab provider, which was BlueSmart, is not operating since 2 days. So that is a certainly very serious thing. Although we are awaiting further detailed response from them, this is what we have got to know so far.
Thanks a lot for that detailed update that you've given us, Priyank. We'll of course keep tracking all the developments related to what's been happening with Gensol after, of course, what's come out in that 29-page order of SEBI. For the time being, we're slipping into a short break. We'll continue our coverage on the other side.